Sleepy Hollow comprehension questions numbers 11 through 20. All you have to do is watch this video, fill in the blanks according with what I say, and let me know whatever questions you have if there's something you don't understand. Let's get started. Number 11 says, what are the two main things that Katrina Van Tassel is known for, and what different things does she wear that demonstrate each of these? Well, the two things that she's known for are her beauty and the fortune that she will inherit from her father. All right, those are things that we've talked about in class. And when you look at the text closely, you'll see that she wears different clothes. These clothes show that she's a flirt who is very proud of her appearance. She's got on a short coat that displays her ankle and her foot, and it's actually considered really racy at that time. And she also wears jewelry of pure gold. So she really wants to catch these guys' attention by the things that she wears, and also she displays her fortune by wearing the gold. Okay, now time for number 12. The author Washington Irving says, when he entered the house, the conquest of his heart was complete. What other evidence is given on page 18 that shows why Ichabod liked Katrina? Well, when we look, it's clearly Katrina's wealth that entices Ichabod. He suggested that he becomes interested in her after he visited her father's mansion, and he talks about all the stuff that he would inherit if he were to get engaged and married to her. So it's not her personality that won him over. Instead, the whole paragraph talks just about how he's interested in her possessions and her fortune. Pause this if you need to, and as soon as you're ready, we're going on to number 13. What are two things that make it difficult for Ichabod to fulfill his goal of marrying Katrina? Well, there's a couple of them. First of all, she's a maze of whims, so it's difficult for her to commit to just one man. So remember, she's young, she's 18, she's flirtatious, she likes the attention from all these different guys. So because of that, she's not ready to settle down. And she also has a host of rustic admirers. So in addition to her wanting to capture the attention of a bunch of different guys, Ichabod is also faced with a lot of competition from all these other people. So those two things make it difficult for Ichabod to marry Katrina. Let's go on to number 14. Number 14 said, why would it have been crazy for Ichabod to be open about his feelings for Katrina? Well, this isn't just asking your opinion. It says so in the text. It says that one of Katrina's admirers is Bram Van Brunt, a powerfully built, handsome guy who nobody else even considered going up against. Bram already has his eye out for Ichabod, and he's just waiting to beat Ichabod up. He even said that he'd bend him in half and put him up on the schoolhouse. So Bram is a temperamental, muscular, powerful guy. That's why it's crazy for Ichabod to admit that he has a crush on Katrina. As soon as you're ready, let's go on to number 15. 15 says, what gives Ichabod an excuse to visit Katrina at her house? So Ichabod's interested in her. Bram has his eye out for her, so what makes it okay for him to keep going over to Katrina? Well, remember what he does for extra money. He gives singing lessons. So Ichabod is able to go over to her house all the time because he's been hired to teach her how to sing. Pretty clever. As soon as you're ready, let's go on to 16. What approach does Brom Bones want to take when he discovers Ichabod is interested in Katrina? Why can't he do that? Well, we just said it. He wants to beat Ichabod Crane up. He's willing to do battle for his love, let the stronger man win. He's been heard to utter threats about what he would do to Ichabod Crane in a competition. Ichabod realizes this and doesn't give him an opportunity to fight. If you remember watching it on the cartoon, Ichabod is always evading Brom. He's always getting away from him. So Brom never has a chance to beat him up. Let's go on to 17. What are two things that Brom Bones does to get back at Ichabod for trying to steal Katrina? So instead of beating Ichabod up, Brom Bones does some things such as playing practical jokes on him, trying to humiliate him. Two things are that he messes up the schoolhouse and stops up the chimney while Ichabod is teaching. The worst thing he does is pick on Ichabod and make fun of him in front of Katrina. This makes Katrina laugh at Ichabod, and it humiliates Ichabod in the process. As soon as you're ready, we'll go on to number 18. 18 says, Ichabod takes great care in his appearance as he gets ready for the party. What's funny about the horse he's riding as he starts off like a knight in quest of adventures? We talked about this. Ichabod Crane himself is a very tall, lanky, ugly, goofy-looking fellow. And so is the horse that he rides. He spends a long time trying to make himself look good, but he has to borrow or steal a horse to get to the party. He has a skinny body, tangled mane, and one eye. This horse is not at all like the steed of a romantic hero. Be the kind of horse that if you saw somebody riding it, you'd want to laugh at them. But he's trying to impress Katrina by riding a horse. Number 19 says, how is Brom Bones' horse Daredevil similar to him in its appearance and actions? Well, just like how Ichabod's horse is similar, being lanky and goofy looking, Brom Bones' horse Daredevil is very similar as well. Brom's horse is being full of mischief. It's large, powerful, and wild. It's like Brom, and it's also difficult for an ordinary person to control. Okay, we just have one more question left. That's question number 20. What explanation is given why there are more ghost stories in a long-settled village? This was right at the end of the reading that we did together, and it said that many settlements at the time were filled with people who would quickly move on from place to place. Ghosts would not have anyone they knew to visit. In a long-settled community, they would have many friends and family still around. Okay, so that's basically saying that if all these people just go through the town, somebody passes away, everybody who continues on through that town is going to be a stranger to the ghost. But with this long-settled community, with everybody's friends and family staying in that community, growing up in that community, and staying there as they grow up and have kids, all of those ghosts' friends and all of those ghosts' family would still be around. And that ghost would often visit them and pay them visits and haunt them, so to speak. All right, that's numbers 11 through 20. As long as you watched this video and filled everything in, you should be good to go for tomorrow's lesson. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you.